Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is the 23rd of May, and we did start off with some clear skies. Then the cirrus and contrails quickly rolled in. By later in the morning, you could see what the sky looked like. It was a junky mess. Lots of contrails. Look at all those contrails looking at the high resolution satellite. So, yeah, pretty yucky looking skies we got toward later in the day. Only in the morning was it clear, but it was a lot more comfortable outside today. Current satellite. See a lot more clouds around now, pretty much overcast, the high overcast, as this low pressure system passes off to the south of us. Looking at the current conditions outside right now, 63 at Islip, so generally in the mid 60s, much lower dew points. See those dew points in the 40s, and same for New Jersey, mid 60s as well over there. Let's take a look and see what the day was like at Islip, and you can see here at Islip today, temperatures made it into the mid 70s today. But it was comfortable. Look at these low dew points. Dew points were even lower in the middle of the day there. Dew points in the 30s. Northwest winds. Then we did have a sea breeze develop later on, which dropped the temperatures a little bit, and the wind shifted off to the south. And we'll see that wind turn more easterly as we head into tomorrow. So let's look at the highs across the area today. And you'll see mid-70s generally across our area, I believe. Yeah, pretty much. Mid-70s, 75, so mid-70s, maybe a few upper 70s in northern Jersey and around the city, but other than that, mid-70s, which I think is close to average for this time of the year. Let's go ahead and take a look at the climate for today, and we'll see what the daily climate report for Islip has for us. So a high was 74. The normal, so the observed value is 74. Normal high 70. So we were 4 degrees above normal for the day. Still a bit above normal for the day, even though we had a cool front pass. It will be a lot cooler tomorrow because we'll have more of an easterly flow. So let's go to the models now, and you'll see here's this storm system off to the south of us. This is the GFS 18Z, and you'll see it's going to pass to the south of us. We shouldn't see much rain at all from it, just clouds, and kind of stays the stall to the south there. You can see that high protecting us from that, and then that high starts moving offshore on Thursday. That gives us more of a return flow. That's going to increase the moisture, and we have this very slow moving cold front here with a cutoff low that unfortunately is going to bring shower chances for the weekend. You can see the ridge there. Stalled front syndrome may very well make a mess of your Memorial Day weekend, and it actually continues. This cold front actually never makes it through. It's unbelievable. We'd have to wait until June for it looks like a stronger cold front to move through. But again, look at this messed up pattern that we're in here, and that's all because of the messed up jet stream, which we're going to talk about once again in this weather update. Let's go to the other longer range model, which is the Icon, which was showing this front moving through, and still is. It still is showing the front moving through for the weekend. Unbelievable. So we have this divergence in the models that is continuing now. With the Icon showing that. Of course, I would love for the Icon to be right. But let's go to the Canadian now. See if the Canadian is doing the same thing with this cold front, bringing it through or not. Canadian, it's a little bit of a mix between the two there. Let's go to the European. Let's see if the European is bringing this front through. Judging by the looks of things, this only goes out to Friday, but it still has that ridge there. So we're going to have to see, but stall front syndrome may make a mess of the Memorial Day weekend as far as clouds, dampness, and chances for showers. We'll have to see what happens with that. But it is there's a little bit of ways off. Things can change between now and then, but it's all being brought to you by the crazy jet stream pattern that the GFS is advertising. So we'll look at the jet stream again, and you'll see what's going on. So doesn't look that abnormal right now, but look what happens as we head into the middle of the week. You get the jet stream just pretty much dissipates, and like basically just this low gets cut off basically over us, and just gets stuck there. Again, because the jet stream is just, look at that, way into Canada again. It's completely messed up looking jet stream. This is totally not normal. Look at that. That is climate change right there, because the jet stream's not supposed to do that. That's the GFS, all right? But if you look at the Icon, it's probably showing, we don't have, Icon doesn't give us jet stream. Yeah, it doesn't give us the jet stream. So we can't really look at that. Well, let's go closer to our area now and look at the HRRR, which we should have we have 40 hours of it in. which should give us enough time here to just show you basically we have a slight chance of a light shower overnight. Other than that, we'll just have probably plenty of clouds for tomorrow. You can see that rain off to the south of us. And then as we go into Wednesday, should also be a dry day with that easterly flow. You can see the way the high is positioned. So if we look at the dew points here and the wind flow, you'll see easterly flow tomorrow. East winds pretty much due east, maybe turning a little more southeast, east-southeast later in the afternoon. Pretty much due easterly winds, which will keep us cool and dew points low. And the same thing for Wednesday. We'll be in this cool air here with all that heat just off to the south. And again, this is something that we see more often now due to climate change with east winds. East winds are becoming more common, believe it or not, because of that. Again, because we don't get normal cold fronts moving through, we get this weird setup that happens because, again, I've explained it to you a million times before, but hey, at least for our benefit, it will be comfortable because of that. So as we head into tomorrow, we'll be cool, a little cooler than today. Highs probably only around 70 degrees. With that east wind pretty much keeping the entire area cool. Probably not much sun. I'll have to look at the sky map. Tomorrow night, we'll be cool tomorrow night, actually. We're going to the skies will probably clear a little bit tomorrow night. And we have see some radiational cooling with lows getting down. Possibly 50 to 55 for most of us. Might be able to turn off the air conditioner. But then if there's radiational cooling, could be even colder than that. 40s perhaps in the Pine Barrens. And then Wednesday, looks like a similar day with similar temperatures. All right, let's go to the GFS next. So look at the temperatures on the GFS, and similar deal. You see there, upper 60s. There's Wednesday. Maybe a little bit warmer. It's probably still fairly comfortable, so it'll be near normal for the next couple of days. There's Thursday, but then starts heating up on Friday. You can see that's the warmer air coming in. And then Saturday, it's showing warmer temperatures, but not that warm, so... again, considering the air mass that we're in, we'll have to see. If the sun comes out, it could be a little hotter than that. It won't be raining the entire time for the weekend, but definitely not the best weather that we'll have that we could have. Plenty of clouds around, and of course it's going to be damp and humid too. So if you look at the wind flow, you'll see what happens. The change that happens. So Wednesday we have the easterly flow, but then it becomes more southerly. Thursday, bring increasing moisture, and then we'll start feeling that humidity on Friday with a southerly wind. But it's a southerly wind, so it's not going to allow Long Island to heat up that much. And then it turns southeasterly. And you just have this cutoff low that's going to sit over us, and that's the problem. It's going to bring us shower chances. So then if we look at the precipitation map, you'll see our next rain chance would probably be sometime as we head toward Friday, later Friday and Saturday. And you can see it kind of keeps those rain chances around right through the weekend. It won't be raining all the time, but again, this is not the kind of setup you want to have for a Memorial Day weekend. But you can thank Stall Friend Syndrome. If you want to be mad at anyone, just be mad at those who keep putting more of their fair share of carbon into the air by driving huge gas-guzzling vehicles. So let's, now that we've looked at all that, we'll go to the sky cover, and we'll use the GFS for the sky cover. And you'll see we'll be dealing with plenty of clouds tomorrow. This is the GFS. So low resolution, but you can see plenty of clouds around. There'll be sun, maybe partly sunny at times. Probably not clear, according to the GFS. Yes, Thursday, Friday, and then you can see all the clouds we're going to be dealing with for the weekend. Maybe a little sun tries to break through on Sunday. You can see it's just sitting there. It's not going anywhere. Maybe we get out of this mess once we head into June, all right? Maybe. All right, that's the longer range. So let's go to the RGM, which is a higher resolution cloud model. Well, actually, let me go to the FV3, because the FV3 also has a cloud setting, but I'd have to use the 12Z run for this. This is a little higher resolution version of the GFS, and you can see clouds pretty much hanging tough. Maybe by the afternoon tomorrow, late in the afternoon, we might have mostly sunny skies for a bit. Maybe. All right, that's the GFS indicating that. Wednesday, more clouds than anything. All right. So let me go to the RGM next. Use the RGM. And, of course, the models disagree on the cloud cover. So this is the RGM. But it agrees that we're going to see, especially east, perhaps mostly sunny skies, perhaps breaking out as you get toward late in the afternoon into the early evening. And then as far as Wednesday goes, some scattered cirrus clouds. But Wednesday, the RGM is showing a mostly sunny day. And then more clouds for Thursday. So you do have disagreements with the models. with cloud cover. We can also look at the NAM. And here's the NAM, and it generally does show. They all agree that we're going to probably see some sun later in the afternoon tomorrow. And it looks like Wednesday we'll see some sun as well. But we'll have to see, if we're going to have a lot of those ugly contrails in the sky, because we did have sun today, but the sky was a complete disgusting mess. Until later in the afternoon with all that cirrus junk and jet smog and all the other crap that was in the air. So up aloft, of course. All right. We can look at a few more sky models. I'll go to the Ventu sky because this is where the uncertainty lies. Here's Tuesday with Ventu sky. Noon, still cloudy. 2 o'clock, you can see the cloud deck slowly trying to push to the south. And by 4, we should have actually a good deal of sunshine across the area. Go over to Wednesday, it's showing a good amount of sunshine. This is the HRRR, but again, it's later in the afternoon that it shows it. All right, this is the Ventu Sky HRRR site. Another site that we can use is windy.com, which I want to use as well because it has some more features to it, which I like. And this is the European model, so I'm going to just change this to this is the European model for cloud cover. All right, so they all seem to agree that we'll see some sun tomorrow, but the problem is it's going to be a lot of high clouds. So if you look at the upper level moisture, if we go to the humidity feature here, and this is one way to really tell. If we look at, say, 250 HPA, showing the humidity aloft, and look at how high that humidity is aloft, that means a lot of cirrus clouds. All right, it does look like some drier air. Tries to move in later in the afternoon tomorrow, which would get rid of that junk. Wednesday, we have a lot of upper level moisture, so it could be a lot of contrails around in the sky. This is again the European model showing that. All right, it's showing high humidity values up aloft. All right, it doesn't necessarily mean there'll definitely be contrails. Sometimes you're gonna have nice cirrus clouds, but a lot of times it's those disgusting contrails that you saw today. This kind of mess right here. This is exactly what I mean. Look at that, absolutely disgusting. If you didn't have any planes in the sky flying up there, then you'd have a nice clear sky. But maybe you'd have a few regular cirrus clouds, but you wouldn't have those ugly jet smog clouds in the sky, which I absolutely hate. All right, so let me go back to the windy.com site. Where is it? Okay. So this is let me see if the GFS has this feature. There's a GFS obviously showing different. So GFS for tomorrow, showing lower relative humidity at 250 HPA. Let's see, 300. All right, so it's actually showing much drier air, GFS aloft. So you're having disagreements with the cloud cover, basically, with the models. That's going to make a little challenging. So, you'll have to see how the day turns out. Maybe we can get, there may be lower clouds in the sky, but we'll have to see. Hopefully, between today and tomorrow, we can get at least a small period of blue sky, because after that, we're going to be dealing with a really crappy weekend. Lots of junky skies and shower chances, courtesy of stall front syndrome. So keep an eye on the satellite. Hopefully we can get some nice weather the next couple of days, to at least a nice sky. But one thing's sure, we'll be nice and comfortable. So regardless, get out there and do your walking, because the weekend is not going to be as nice for walking, especially when you've got to dodge those pesky raindrops. I'm pretty sure we're going to be above normal for the month of May with precipitation. Actually, I'm very curious to see if we are above normal. Month to date at Islip, we are very much so. So this is turning out to be a wet May for sure, and the month isn't even over yet. So again, all courtesy of climate change. East Coast gets wetter, West Coast gets drier. This is the new normal that we are in. So that is going to be the end to this weather update. Thank you for watching.